everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is realize when he does not want you. Realize when he doesn't want you. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now we have a letter, and it's a little lengthy, so we're going to dive right into this letter so that we can see what she says, okay? I received a friend request from this guy on Facebook back in 2021. I saw that he went to the university, so I know he was educated, handsome fella, and he is 2 years older than me. All right, so he went to the university. Did he just go there? Did he graduate? Does he have a degree? You know, there's a lot of people just go there to hang out. Okay, so don't assume that he's educated because he tells you that he went to the university, and don't assume that he's telling you the truth. Okay? Okay, here we go. Time went by and finally slid into my DMs in 2022. All right, that's a year later. We began talking more on WhatsApp. He was a single father. His daughter was about 8 months at the time. Red flags flashed in my mind because I was thinking that the relationship between him and his child's mother was so volatile that they couldn't even make it work. Wait a minute. Why are you worried about his relationship with the baby mama? You should be worrying about your relationship with him, which doesn't sound like it's on a good foundation. If he's going to call you a year later and tell you, well, I guess, you know, he sent you a message or whatever. A year later, now think about this, and tell you he's got an 8-month-old baby. He was involved with that girl when he met you. The first time, when you received the friend request. He's just out there meeting women on Facebook. I always remained on the stance that I do not want to date a man with a child, yet alone children. So why are you still talking to him? Once he revealed to you that he has a child, then you should have cut it off. And you hadn't heard from him in a year. Okay. So I guess it was a little surprise that he pops up and says something to you. But he has a child. So why settle now? Because you found out that he's educated, handsome. Is that why? Now you're feeling like you're just, you know, it might not be so bad to settle since he has this child. Listen, you're setting yourself up for a lot of disappointment if you're messing with a man that's got a baby's mama. He even stated, I know this news may be shocking to you, and I can understand if you don't want to talk to me anymore. That you shouldn't have. He could understand, so you should have stopped. But he said that, you know, to work on your sympathy. It's manipulation. Just to get you to say, well, you know, maybe it's not that bad. That's why he told you that. But you should have said, yeah, I don't date men who have children, and cut it off right there. I didn't pay much attention, but then the empty promises became more frequent. Empty promises, meaning that he would always make mention of us meeting up, and it never happened. Because he got a baby and another woman somewhere. He's occupied with these people, and he could be married to them. You don't know. You don't know this man. But here you are, wanting to hook up with him, not really knowing who he is. Okay? You're wasting your time. So throughout 2023, here we are 3 years, he would be breadcrumbing me, send a message, I responded, and he takes days to respond. He's busy. Can't you tell that this man is not interested in you? Not that interested. And he's showing you at every turn that he's not. So you deleted his number. But as soon as you deleted the number, you say that you got a message from him. All right, so he's just going to keep you dangling on the string because you already seem desperate to him by accepting him with this baby. You're looking desperate. And he's going to take advantage of that. Fast forward to 2024, and some things changed. I confronted him about his ways, and he gave me the same old excuse that he's busy and he has a lot going on. He does. He's telling you the truth. When you have a baby, there's a lot going on. A whole lot. Number one, he's got to support that baby and maybe that woman too. So yeah, he don't have no time for you. I said to him that if he's seeing someone else, to leave me alone. You know what? That is the lamest thing I've ever heard. You're going to tell a man, if you're seeing somebody else, just leave me alone. You see how ridiculous that sounds? Men will see a lot of people. It's up to you to say, leave me alone. Not for him. Leave me alone. What, you don't care anything about yourself. So you're giving all your power to him to decide whether he wants to deal with you or not. Ladies, don't put yourself in a situation like that. You have the power over your own life. Quit giving it away to a man. So never tell a man, if you don't want me, then leave me alone. Listen, if you have to say that, he's already shown you he don't want you. Or it would never come out of your mouth. You would never think this way. Because deep down in your soul, you know he doesn't want you. But you keep trying to make it happen. You keep trying to make it happen. That's where the problem is. All right. Now you say, during that conversation, I mentioned that I was having a Mother's Day sale. A self-care package. He opted to purchase it. Well, that's why you mentioned it. You wanted to sell him something, to get him engaged, more engaged with you and whatever you're doing, or to let him know that you have a business. I mean, I don't understand what that was all about. Anyway, he offered to purchase it. And he transferred the money to me in no time. So we finally met in person. Okay, all of this going back and forth and all of this, you never met him in person. You just talked to him on the internet for 3 years. 3 years. So now you meet him in person to give him his package. I was taken aback because of his size. Now, as I've mentioned previously, that I had never met him physically, but from a picture I saw that he was a slim build. But not anymore. Sound like he catfished you. A lot of people do that. They'll put a gorgeous picture up to get you interested. And then when you meet them, they look nothing like the picture. Well, all right, but he figures 3 years you've been hanging on to his false promises. So He didn't think that you were going to run away just because he was bigger. Okay? I couldn't believe it. I didn't make much of a fuss about it because in my mind, I just wanted to get this package sold and be done with him. You know what? That sounds so ridiculous. Why? You didn't have anybody else to sell your packages to? You wanted to see him. Don't fool yourself. You did all of this because you wanted to meet him in person. And then when you met him, he wasn't as handsome as you thought he was going to be. But now you say you just wanted to get this package sold. All right. I don't understand why you sold the package to him or even mentioned it to him, other than the fact you wanted a chance to meet him in person. And you used that as a vehicle to do it. Me being confused because I know we were having a completely different conversation when he was saying that he's ready for a relationship. Confronted him about it. He was already in a relationship. You said that he first contacted you on Facebook way back in 2021. That's a long time for a man to keep you dangling on a string. Okay? And, when he came to meet you to get the package, you know what? This man is not really interested in you. He doesn't really want you. But if he can get sex out of you, he certainly will take it. And there's a lot of men on social media just looking to have sex with other people. They have their families at home or their girlfriends at home or whatever. But they're out here looking to cheat with other people. But they're out making other women think that they have a chance at a relationship with them. Just to have sex with you and to play with you. That's it. Okay? And for him to come and buy this package from you, it seems like that's the only thing that he would be looking from you is sex. He don't need your package. Your little self-care package. He ain't need that. I said to him that if deep down being single is the ideal thing to please, let me know. And not waste any of my time. Here again, you're giving your power over to him to decide whether to dump you or not. Why? Why are you doing that? You're showing that you have no self-worth. You don't value yourself at all. So, you want him to take you. You understand? You want him to take you, whatever. You don't love yourself. That's it. You don't love yourself at all. And you're showing it here. He called me later that night. But the main takeaway from that discussion is that if I were to meet someone else, how would he feel? He don't know you. He wouldn't feel anything. This man don't know you. You chatting with him over the phone for 3 years doesn't make him know you. And you don't know him. You get somebody else. Why would he care? He's only out to use you anyway. Okay? Nevertheless, we met on the weekend and everything seemed fine. He confirmed that we would be going on to the movies the following weekend. But guess what happened? He stood you up again. I know what happened before I even read it. I had to be the one to reach out and ask him if we were still on for Saturday. He thought it was Sunday. He lying. He knew when it was. And then stated that he wanted to be able to do it and he was busy. Can't get away from that other woman. That was the last straw. I told him off. As usual, he did not respond. Remember the thing I needed from him urgently? Well, it was a pair of earrings that I needed to pawn and sell. So that Saturday, he reached out to me that he got it sold and we had to make arrangements for him to give me the money. You know what? I don't understand what kind of business dealings that you and he have together, but I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. You know, it's something that you're leaving out here about you and he in selling stuff and pawning stuff or whatever. Okay? Me just being over him at this point, nonchalantly spoke to him over the phone Saturday, midday, and confirmed to meet in the evening. He told me to call him around 4. When it was that time, I was calling, but I got no answer. He playing you like a fiddle, and you and you're just going along with it. And I'm sure he's probably sitting back and laughing at you. And if you got any friends, probably telling them how stupid you acting, running after him. This is crazy. I saw an hour and a half pass, so I called him. Here you go begging again. Begging. He picked up the phone and said that there was a lot of traffic. I was in disbelief. I expressed my annoyance, and he tried to pacify me by asking if I had anything to eat. I told him no, because I really wanted to talk to him face to face about this madness. Is he a madman? I repeatedly asked myself, what sick game is he playing? The same one you playing. The same sick game you are playing. This is all about you. You accepting this into your life. You accepted him with his nonsense from 3 years ago. You can't blame him. From your letter, he's never changed. He's been the same from the beginning to the end. Now, let me go down here to end your letter to make sure that I'm answering your question. His time has come to an end, but I couldn't let him off easy. I sent him one last message, telling him off that he needs help, and he's acting as if I was the one to cheat on him, as his child's mother did. I needed to get that off my chest to move on with my life. Did it help? Did that last stone that you threw at him, did it help to improve your life any? I doubt it. Because remember, you threw that stone at him and it's going to boomerang and hit you right in the middle of your forehead. That same stone that you threw at him is going to come right back and hit you square between your eyes. Listen. You let this go on. You met him on Facebook, 2021. Then you didn't hear from him again until a year later when he tells you that he has an 8-month-old baby, which means he has a woman somewhere. And you still hung on. At that point, he knew he had you on a string. At that point, what's that? 2 years ago, he knew he had you. Because he told you, an 8-month-old baby, not even a year old, you know how much responsibility that is? And he is going to be responsible for that baby until that baby is 18 years. And you think that you can have a relationship with somebody who's tied down like that? Who's got those kind of responsibilities? Why would you? Unless you're desperate. Desperate. Desperate to have a man. Any man. Any man. And you're desperate to have a man that you've never met. You just saw a picture. The picture that he posted. And you done fell in love with a picture. That's an illusion. That's not real. Not real at all. And you call him up. They keep it going when you don't hear from him. And he's probably trying to go on with his life. But men are flattered when other women pay them some attention. They're flattered by that. So they're not going to throw that away. It makes them feel like they still got it. You understand? And even whether he's big or too big or whatever, it still makes a man feel good when he gets attention from other women. And you were giving him plenty of attention. So, and it wasn't hurting his family. It wasn't jeopardizing whatever he's got going on. You just some chick on the side. That's all. And when he gets the time to come and use you and abuse you properly, he will. You see, maybe when the baby gets a little older. Because you're so desperate. You want to hang on. You can't let it go. You can't let it go. You want to make this happen. And you want him to tell you why it's not happening. Because I'm going to tell you why. He don't want you. That's why. He don't. He's got who he wants. And it's not you. You got to come to that realization. You got to face it, ladies, when a man does not want you. He'll show you all kind of ways that he don't want you. But you want to make it happen. You think you can make it happen. And that's where you get heartbroken and destroyed trying to make a relationship when there is none. I really hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Realize when he don't want you, he will show you in the beginning how much he wants you. And give it a couple of months. Let's see if that's sustainable. If he can continue to show you that. Because if he doesn't, as the months go on, he's lying. He does not want you like that. And just because a man says, I'm not ready for a relationship, it means he doesn't want a relationship with you. Okay? I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.